Hi, I'm Dave Scott. I'm sitting at my desk. It's snowing outside. Even though it's snowing, you still have an opportunity to do one key thing during your spring training, and that's to include what I call anaerobic endurance. And let me define that. Typically, it's a repeat between 35 seconds and approximately 2 minutes, so there's an overlap of energy systems. Just think of doing 90 seconds, and the intensity on this is very, very hard. So the discomfort level that you feel, and I don't use pain, the discomfort level that you feel is quite high. The return on doing repeats of high intensity, whether it be in swimming, cycling, and running, my suggestion is that you do at least one of these sessions per week, per discipline. You need about 9 to 12 minutes of high intensity anaerobic endurance training to really reap the metabolic benefits for your training and your racing later on. And most endurance athletes do not include this, one, because they just don't allocate the time. They do a mixed bag of high intensity training that might be 2 or 3 repeats, and that's it. So you really want to try to do these ideally sort of in a consecutive order, allowing a 1 to 3 work-rest ratio. So let me give an example. If I'm trying to get 9 to 12 minutes total in, I might want to split the set, or I can do it on a continuum as I suggested. 6 times 90 seconds. 6 times 90 seconds with roughly a 3 to 4 minute recovery in between. So it's 90 seconds on, 3 to 4 minutes. Easy afterwards. And think about this on the bike. How could you do that 90 seconds where you incorporate variable gearing? You can stand up for a segment of it, so you really maximize that muscle recruitment. So for example, stand up for the first 30 seconds, sit down for the next 30, and then on the final 30 you might want to gear up in your time trial gear, click up after 10 seconds, click up again into a harder gear so that you're finishing with a little more force on the pedal. That's a really good example of doing very high intensity anaerobic endurance training. You can also do kind of a mixed bag. It doesn't have to be 6 times 90, so you might want to do some kind of ladder. For example, 2 times 2 minutes, 4 times 25, 2 times a minute, 4 times 35. So you can kind of weave the distances in and out, and that makes it a lot more fun, and you also don't have that control on that barometer of discomfort. In other words, if I'm doing everything at 90 seconds, my first example, a lot of times we know we get to 75 seconds, I got to hang on for 15. If you mix it up, it kind of confuses your mind and your body. That's a good thing. Include this anaerobic endurance training in your programs, and you really will reap the benefits. Guaranteed. I'll be back.